So, you may think Brexit won't impact you. It's a UK thing with a lot of bureaucracy and paperwork. But what if I were to tell you that inside all that paperwork is a tiny provision that could shut down international flights in and out of the UK? It seems wild, untrue even. Experts say it probably won't come to this, but there is a chance it could happen. I'm Alanna Petroff, a reporter for CNN Money, and this is the story of how Brexit might just steal the wind beneath your wings.
When the UK leaves, the UK does not have an agreement currently with the remaining 27 EU countries.
That's Jonathan Wober, an expert in the airline industry.
In aviation, without an explicit agreement, you do fall off a cliff with nothing happening.
As it stands now, flights come in and out of the UK no problem. Passenger planes from places like the US and Canada can fly around based on EU-brokered aviation agreements. When the UK leaves the EU and any potential transition period is over, those agreements are gone. Flights over the English Channel also gone.
Aviation is not part of WTO. There is no fallback. There are no rights to travel for airlines to fly between the two markets unless it's explicitly agreed.
If new deals aren't signed in time, it could be disastrous for Britain's airline industry. More than 170 million people passed through London airports in 2017 alone. So what's really at play here? Would the UK and EU truly risk it all?
As things presently stand, flights between the UK and Europe will be grounded.
That's Ryanair CEO Michael O'Leary. He's the boss of Europe's largest low-cost airline. Do you think that people that voted for Brexit would be surprised by flights being grounded or disruptions or higher ticket prices possibly?
They'd be shocked because they're being misled at the moment by what I call the kind of Brexit denial. You have people like the Transport Secretary, Chris Grayling in the UK, going around saying, I can't believe that flights will be grounded. But he won't explain how it is that they're going to keep flights in the air.
In response to O'Leary, the government sent us this. Aviation is crucial to the UK's economy, and we are committed to getting the best deal possible for Britain as we leave the EU. Both the UK and the EU benefit from liberal aviation market access, so we clearly have a common interest in getting the best outcome. The EU has been more blunt, with the top official saying any flight disruptions would be an absurd consequence of Brexit. While experts say it's unlikely flights will be grounded, airlines are preparing for a bunch of outcomes. For example, Ryanair plans to issue tickets with a Brexit clause in case flights are cancelled. Still, not everyone's worried, like aviation specialist Thomas van der Wijngaard. Do you think that flights would ultimately be grounded, at the end of all of these negotiations?
It's almost unthinkable that we'd end up in a situation where that happens. Certainly a theoretical possibility. It would probably be a lose-lose situation, though, for both the EU and UK, and I think common sense will ultimately prevail there.